Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to take a look at the EZA Super Strike Fat Gotenks and Skinny Gotenks. We'll see how well they can perform. One thing I was a little bit surprised, I couldn't remember off the top of my head, so obviously I looked it up, and they don't have a 200% leader, which is a little bit unfortunate. Wow, we got no links active on this rotation as well, that's insane. 7 orbs. I think we'll put you in slot 1. I just want to see what we can do here. So, Skinny Gotenks. I did a video yesterday talking about the details between these two units. They are both nuking units. They both raise defense for 1 turn. The difference is, with this Skinny Gotenks, you only have to pick up any type of orbs. And basically getting, was it 2 or more gives you 50% defense. 50% attack and medium chance to crit when you get 4 or more, and he can get any type of orbs, whereas the Fat Gotenks needs to get actual physical orbs. So we get 30% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, but each turn that passes that goes down by 2%. So he's starting off 100k defense. Oof. So I mean, we're getting what, if we get 7 orbs, that's what, 210% extra defense. That's still not a crazy amount for slot 1. He does super attack early, but being a nuking style unit, that's not really you know, something too necessary, because you want to be getting as many orbs of him as possible. So if you're only just getting a super attack with him, he's not going to be looking very good anyway, right? 3.4 mil. I mean, that's with no links active. I guess that's not horrendous, considering he's getting a 170 lead from God Goku and had no links active. That's actually honestly not that bad, but the defense a bit rough. Now the thing is, Fat Gotenks was in slot 7, so we are going to see them both together on the same rotation. When it comes to showcasing them in like this kind of environment, for a video specifically, like, I want to put them both together because they are 7 out of 7 link partners. But the problem is, with the raising defense on super and the reliance on picking up like certain numbers of orbs, like, neither of them are particularly good slot 1 units. Let's get some build up for our boy Carnival Goku here. Get these 2 hits in at the start. Probably won't be able to get built up for his full passive, but can helps to get the hits in, right? And then I've bought units like the STR Carnival Goku and the Kid Gohan, just to kind of be floating to provide defensive support more than anything, because like I say, the 2 units are 7 out of 7 link partners for each other, so it's not like we have to run a unit in slot 3 to pick up the slack with a couple of links, right? So I figured we'd just bring units that would support them and give them a little bit extra defense. So alright, so we have the 2 of them together. Let's see, can we actually get physical orbs here? Oh yeah, I forgot there's 50 million passive pop-ups for all the Murasakis. Okay. Alright, so God Goku with the orb changing is pretty useful. However, as you can see, we can pick up, what, 5 orbs, but only 3 of them are physical. So with the Gotenks, he gets 30% per key sphere obtained as well. Only loses 1% per turn. But then, as I say, he gets 50% defense with 1 or more physical orb, and then 70% attack with 4 physical orbs. So getting the defense, we only need 1, so it's not too bad. But as you can see, like, we literally cannot get the physical orbs on this turn. And if I sacrifice you by putting you in slot 1, I could do this, which would connect up a bunch of the orbs, but then he wouldn't get the extra attack either. And there are attacks coming his way. Is it safest to do this? Probably. Right, so we'll do this. Fat Gotenks is at least going to get the extra defense, right? So he is at 165k, gets the 30% extra on super. Yeah, I mean, they're not like crazy high numbers, that's for sure. Can we lower these guys' attack? We can't lower defense or seal, but we can lower their attack. Okay, so let's go for you and do this, and then we're kind of selling, yeah, see, we're kind of selling out God Goku here quite badly, because couldn't even get the 3 orbs to him on that turn. And that's the problem if you're trying to run 2 nuking style units to get 493k. Okay. Well, we take double digits from normal attacks. As long as nobody else supers for the entire turn, I guess we'll be okay. But yeah, that's like the absolute worst case scenario for that fat Gotenks, is get super attacked in slot 1. Jeez. Alright, Goku, come on. There you go. Alright, well, we managed to make it through, but that was super awkward. Alright, so we'll do... I suppose I probably should actually get this Carnival Goku floated off. So let's not kill the tech one. So if I do this, we can get a lot of HP back here as well now, thanks to the same type orbs, so that is good. So we'll get rid of you. We want to make sure the tech one is still there, because I want him to hit... I want him to hit Carnival Goku at the end, right? So we can get at least one extra hit in. So now we got the 6 orbs, Goku. Are you actually serious? Alright, well, at least we got the guard and everything. And 8.3 mil. I mean, the problem with these units is they released on Saiyan Day on JP, so they were delayed for no real reason. I don't really know. I guess I said in yesterday's video they probably just delayed them because they knew this period on Global was going to be so dead that we would at least have something to do if they held this back. But as I said in yesterday's video, that's not a good reason, right? They should have content planned to fill these slots and not take it out of somewhere else to put it in an empty slot where they don't know what to do, right? So, but bearing in mind, it's not a huge delay. They came out on JP alongside this God Goku. So, obviously, whilst it's kind of unfair to directly compare, like, free-to-play farmable units to summonable units, like, obviously you can see how crazy, like, God Goku is. I mean, God Goku, again, it's super unfair, because God Goku's probably the best TUR on Global at the moment. But yeah, these units are absolutely reliant on orbs, and then they're putting up, if we do get the orbs, they're putting up, what, like, reasonable numbers, I guess I would say. Nothing like, you know, super impressive or anything like that. Alright, this is going to be a good turn, actually. So with the defensive support, they're starting at 121 and 147k defense, respectively. But yeah, again, look at the orb-like scenario. And the problem is, I thought about bringing an orb changer, like an item, but the thing is, I wanted this to be, as well as, like, you know, a showcase of what these guys can do, I want it to be like a realistic showing of what they will do in these kind of events, right? Now, obviously, this particular stage of the Red Zone, the Red Ribbon Army one, it's not particularly hard, but in the Red Zone, you can only bring one item. So, first of all, that means you'd only be able to bring an orb changer for one of them, which ideally would be GOTENKS, right? Because he's completely reliant on getting physical orbs, whereas at least this guy can pick up any, right? So if you bought a physical orb changer, technically you could use one, pick up the physical orbs with fat GOTENKS, then use another one and pick up all of those orbs with the skinny GOTENKS, because he doesn't care what type orbs it is that you pick up. But obviously when it comes to the Red Zone, you don't really want to be running... you don't really want to be running an orb changer as your only support item that you're allowed to bring, right? So it's a little bit unfortunate. Nuking style units always suffer massively when they don't, like, change orbs. It's interesting that they made both of them so similar as well. Like, if they wanted them to be designed to be run together, which, I mean, they are 7 out of 7 link partners, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to run them like that. But if they wanted them to be run together, then why did they not... Actually, can I get... Still only 3. See, on this turn, it would be really good... I'm going to have to use an item to break the rotation lock, but it would have been really good to put this skinny GOTENKS in slot 1, because I could grab all of these, and then the... Oh, I didn't even bring Senzu Bean. I thought I did. Oh, well. Never mind that. So, I guess we will do this, and we'll do this. Now I can actually get the orbs for both of them. So 211k, and then we're actually going to get all the orbs we need. So this will give the physical GOTENKS a pretty significant buff here in the final slot. Carnival Goku is going to get the last hits in there for his passive, and then what, 3 more. So he needs to get hit twice, and we'll have the Scour. But at this rate, probably not going to see that before the end of the event. So yeah, rotation locking obviously going to kind of screw you over a little bit with running this kind of rotation as well. But the biggest issue really is just the fact that neither of them are slot 1 units. So running them together is not ideal for a multitude of reasons, right? Neither of them are good in slot 1. Both of them are super orb hungry, whilst neither of them change orbs. It's just like running them on a rotation together seems nothing but hassle, basically. So, pretty unfortunate, but... So, we'll do this. Are we going to take him out this turn? Am I going to have to use... Do I need to transform the gods? I probably should, right? Because then at least they action break, and then... we have a bit of extra dodge chance. Now, if we do take him out, that means we can get the Dokkan attack next turn, but... Again, the performance is going to be entirely reliant on the number of orbs we can pick up. As you can see from the rotations that we've had on this team as well, outside of each other, or other like GOTENKS units, or other Super Strike units for those Super Strike specific links, they don't link up super well with a bunch of other top tier units as well. So, it's a little bit awkward. Oh, come on, Goku. I mean, he took double digits, but still. Alright, so we don't need to worry about the gods at the end. I potentially didn't even need to transform, but it's should be all good. They break one of the actions here, and then as long as the... Well, we already got supered actually, so it doesn't matter. And we got enough key to get a guaranteed additional super, so even without the crit, this should be all she wrote for General Blue. And we can go into the final phase. So we have obviously had them separated now, thanks to the... rotation locking. I did mean to change my item to a Sensu Bean, but alright, so really? I can get 7, okay. We get 7 orbs there for you. We can get our 6 orbs for you. So that makes his start of turn defense just under 200k. Because this is the other thing as well. In all the design choices that they made along the way, why did they make it so they get weaker every turn as well? Like, all of the more difficult content in the game, well, in general, it always has been, apart from Super Battle Road, which is, like, as difficult from turn 1, right, because you're just fighting multiple enemies. Like, all of the events get more difficult as they go on, which then when it comes to the red zone, it just makes you even less likely to want to run these guys. See, on this turn, we picked up 7 orbs, which is pretty decent. Now, obviously, we don't have a lot of links active, but... yeah, just definitely not a crazy performance. I built both of mine for full additional and then dodge because they raised defense for 1 turn on super. I don't think we saw any of them get an additional super. Skinny Gotenks just dodged, but I think that might have been the first time. So I have to say, overall, not very impressed. Like, some of these Super Strike units have been pretty decent. Like STR Trunks, when he came out on the right team, he was pretty good. In Android 16 obviously can be pretty good on the Android team when he has the right allies and gets the guard off, but some of them have just been complete misses. And I mean, again, remember these guys are only on a 170 lead, but that's all they have. Like, there's a 180 with the physical year 3 like Gogeta, but it's kind of getting to the point where you're not going to run like double him as in, you know, in the tough events. During the 5th year, when the STR Gogeta gets his EZA, that'll be another slightly better lead. But like, yeah, it's just not great for these guys. So a little bit unfortunate, but what can you do? We can actually get a link active, but as you can see, this is again the problem with the fat Gotenks, completely relying on physical orbs, whereas if that was the skinny Gotenks, it wouldn't matter. So now we can get the 4 rainbow orbs there. That puts you to, yeah, see, 150k start of turn. Not particularly crazy. Kid Gohan, is he? No, he's not going to kill. He didn't get hit first, so he didn't get the attack buff. I think even if he double supers, he probably doesn't kill him here. Just don't super me. Okay, so what's our final attack stat from Fat Gotenks here? Yeah, 2.9. Very unfortunate. Let me know what you guys think down below. I can't imagine there's any huge fans. Oh, we got an additional super with Gotenks at least. But yeah, not great. It is what it is, I suppose. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.